Hey there guys, this is Tyzera here again, and as you can probably see by looking at my video border here, I'm running quite a wacky setup today, and I'm pretty sure most of you haven't seen much Overkill or M16 gameplay, although to be honest I do use the P90 for a lot of this game. But anyway, in the comment section of my last video where I went 30-0 on Fallen, a lot of people were asking to see some aggressive gameplay from me. And to be honest, it did take me quite a while to find some aggressive gameplay because I do tend to play more defensive and tactical, but luckily I managed to scout this out, and as you've seen in the title already I'm assuming, my final score at the end of this game was 45-5, and although I do have the M16 on this class, pretty much all of my kills come from the P90. I think I used the M16 for about 4 or 5 kills towards the 2.5 minute mark of this game, but you know, for the most part I'm using the P90 and that's where the majority of my kills came from. So aside from Overkill, I'm also running Sleight of Hand and Steady Aim, and although I'm playing on Dome this game and I don't use the M16 too much, this class was designed for using the M16 at middle to long range, and then when I get into close range gunfights switch out to the P90 because obviously that would fare much better, and obviously Sleight of Hand Pro helps you switch weapons quicker, so that was my reasoning behind that. But like I said, I don't even use the M16 that much this game. And then Steady Aim, when I use a 3-round burst weapon I do like to have Steady Aim on, because if I do get caught out then I can sometimes get away with getting a hipfire 1 burst kill or 2 burst, and obviously P90 with Steady Aim is just incredible at close range. And that was my reasoning behind those perks. Now moving on to my kill streaks, I'm using low kill streaks because at the time, I think this was one of the first games I put this class on. You know, I wasn't expecting to go on really long kill streaks, like getting AC-130s or Pavlos or anything, so I went ahead and put UAV, Predator Missile and Attack Helicopter on because, you know, that's a nice basic kill streak setup, you can't really go wrong with it. You know, you build up to 3 kills, calling your UAV, that will normally give you the locations of at least 2 enemies, and that will get you up to your Predator, and then that will normally get you 1 or 2 kills, which will take you to your Attack Helicopter, and then it just resets from there, and it's kind of simple, and nothing can go wrong, really. Now, since I'm using Overkill in this game, I'm pretty sure some of you out there are going to be thinking, well, what is an effective way to use Overkill? And I think it's safe to say, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you will agree with me here, that Overkill is the weakest tier 2 perk in this game. You know, why would you want to use Overkill instead of Assassin, or instead of Hardline, or instead of even Quick Draw or Blast Shield, which I don't see as too useful. You know, Assassin keeps you off the radar and out of gunfights, Hardline gets you kill streaks earlier, Assist counts as kill, you know, there are all these benefits, and Overkill, sorry, you get a second primary weapon. That's great because you can cover more distances, you know, you can have a close range weapon and a long range weapon, but think about it, a lot of the weapons in Modern Warfare 3 are really versatile. You know, SMGs, like, they're designed for close range, but a lot of them, like the P90 here, can easily go out to middle range with no problem at all. You know, weapons like the ACR, that's supposed to be used at middle to long range, but I don't have any trouble with close range gunfights with an ACR. You know, I might lose to an SMG occasionally, but you know, I don't struggle, I can win them. And to be honest, if you want any tips on using Overkill or how to use Overkill effectively, I would just recommend don't use it, you know? And even the secondary weapons in this game are great. MP9 silencer, that thing is ridiculous, I love using that. The MP9 silencer, a lot of the time me and my friends call it a primary in disguise. You can, if you've run out of ammo on your primary, then you can easily get 5, 6, even 7 kills with your MP9 silencer before you run out of ammo on that as well. And by that point you should easily be on your last kill streak, unless you're going for something like an Osprey gunner or whatever. But you know, I would probably recommend not using Overkill. But despite what I've just said, if you really feel the need to use Overkill and you want to mix up your classes, you want to try something that's odd and out of the ordinary, then you know, choose a long-range primary weapon and then a submachine gun or a shotgun as your secondary. That's pretty much the basic rule of thumb when you're using Overkill. So use things like the M16 or the MK14 or a sniper rifle as your primary, and then have something like a P90 or a PP90 or a striker or a Spaz 12 as your secondary. You know, I think those are the typical kind of loadouts that people use with Overkill, and I think that's probably the most effective as well, to be honest. But like I said earlier in this commentary, the MP9 silencer is a fantastic secondary, and me and my friends often call it a primary in disguise because even out to long range with a bit of a push, you can kill people with it if you have to. You know, and I wouldn't say that it's overpowered because it does take 6 shots, but I just don't understand why people would want to give up Assassin or Hardline or whatever for a submachine gun secondary when they can carry on using Hardline or Assassin and use an MP9 silencer instead. But anyway guys, that's the end of the game. Final score was 45-5. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on using Overkill effectively and how to use it properly, so please leave a comment telling me what you think about it. And apart from that, please like the video if you enjoyed, dislike it if you didn't enjoy, and leave a comment telling me why. I do read every comment, and I will see you next time. Peace out.